Hello, this is Kevin Ann at Eagle Strong Voice. It's Tuesday, January the 31st, 2023. A very important news announcement today affecting all of us. The group that exposed genocide in Canada will begin direct actions this February 9th. Protests and occupations will target the ongoing crimes against humanity by China, churches, and corporations, especially on the west coast of Canada. The historic movement that revealed and prosecuted Indian residential school crimes in Canada is launching a new direct action campaign on the 25th anniversary of its birth. I was there on February 9th, 1998, when we began our movement in Canada at this public forum at Simon Fraser Harbour Centre in Vancouver. I was also there working with these brothers who were killed in the struggle, remembering Vicky Stewart, one of 80,000 more Native children killed in the death camps they call residential schools. Bingo Dawson and William Coombs taking part in our protests to expose this genocide, killed by police, killed by lethal injection in St. Paul's Hospital. These fallen brothers and sisters are the living example of why we need to carry on this fight, because the genocide that was struck them down is now striking at all of us. To remember how we got here, we remember that between 1998 and 2015, the friends and relatives of the disappeared held high-profile protests and church occupations that forced Canada eventually to admit to genocide. Well, now a revived Friends and Relatives Disappeared coalition has formed to launch these actions starting on February 9th, 25 years to the day after we formed. Now, this new coalition includes the Chilcotin, Squamish, and Anishinaabe indigenous nations, human rights groups, the Sovereign Republic of Kanata, and the International Tribunal of Crimes of Church and State that helped force Pope Benedict out of office in February 2013. But now the stakes are higher. We are aiming at the ongoing genocide, especially in the west coast of Canada, being led by China, by Big Pharma, by the puppet government in Ottawa working for the Chinese, and by their partners in crime, the Catholic, Anglican, and United Churches of Canada, which continue to traffic and kill children, which are continued in partnership with China and the main actors of genocide today. Now, one of the weapons in our struggle is that Chief Capilano of the Squamish Nation in Vancouver made me his legal agent in 2008, and we filed this notice in the BC Supreme Court, which gave me the legal right of entry, because he banished these churches. He evicted all of the churches in Vancouver from his territories. And I was given the legal power to enforce that eviction order. That's why when we began to occupy churches in 2007 and 8, the police always stood back because they knew we have the law on our side. Well, we're standing on that. We'll continue to enforce this order as we will continue to take actions against these genocidal churches. Now, the stakes are so much higher now because the genocide is striking all of us. And that's why this is a campaign not confined just to Canada and Kanata, but all over the world. There'll be solidarity actions happening on that day all over the world. Let me summarize for you some of those events through February. February 9th to 12th, we're going to be training people to take these actions. We'll be doing teach-ins and seminars to give them the background that you can find at murderbydecree.com. And from the middle of the month onward, we're going to be doing direct actions at these churches and the corporate and Chinese headquarters that are leading this ongoing genocide as we speak, especially Sundays, February 12th, 19th, and 26th. And we remember two dates especially, February 24th, when our sister Harriet Nahani was murdered in the Surrey Remand Center in 2007, and February 26th, 2011, when our brother William Coombs was murdered by lethal injection at St. Paul's Hospital, according to his nurse, Chloe Kirker. I remember when William came into that church with us, when we occupied it, he was previously couldn't go near a church because he began to get sick because of the tortures inflicted on him at the Kamloops death camp. But that day we occupied, he was with us. He said, I didn't want to let you guys down. I wanted to be there with you. He overcame that fear. And the joy in him and the joy among all of us as we did that action is a power that can't be put out. And so we call all of you to take part in this. You can see all of these announcements at murderbydecree.com under ITCCS updates posted today, January the 31st. Also, republicofkanata.org under breaking news. Our fallen friends gave their lives their last full measure of devotion to light a great torch in the world that has not been put out. It's up to all of us to keep that torch alive and keep that light going. Do not let their sacrifice be for nothing. Do not let your own families be destroyed tomorrow because of your refusal to act today. This is Kevin Ann at Eagle Strong Voice. Contact us to volunteer and to get involved in this campaign during February and beyond. Republic National Council at protonmail.com, murderbydecree.com under ITCCS updates, republicofkanata.org under breaking news. Stand by for more. I thank you.